Yeah, welcome to the dojo, baby, man. Have no fear, TyKwonDoe is here. Listen, I'm gonna be going over the top 3 elements to a man's game. Now, if you already seen my recent video, we watched this already, but it was more so a reaction where we just had fun with it. I'm about to go in depth like I never did before, because a lot of people was talking in the comments about how I didn't break that down and analyze and really go into detail about the man's game that was being presented in this video. And I took note of that. So what I did is, guess what? We're going to be going over charm, charisma, and seduction today. How they're different, why they're so important, and why you can look at so many different men in the world, or even women, or just people in general. And you can look at these like descriptions, what type of aspects that they have as a person. But for you, as a man, I'm assuming you're using this video to help you get better with women. If you upgrade your charm and your charisma and your seduction, you'll be unstoppable. Now, typically, the first thing you need to do is realize which one of these you are directly inclined to be good at. For example, me. I'm more seductive than I am charming. Now, I already say seduction and charisma are cousins, right? And that's because typically you're charismatic when it comes to general relationships, and typically you're seductive when it comes to women. But that charm, as we're going to look in this video today, I'm going to look at these different details as we watch these men talk and these men interact with these women. Specifically, 2 examples. It's going to be Philly and this guy, Jack, and how they talk and they interact. Philly is more charming. Jack, the white guy right here, he's charming and somewhat charismatic. Philly, he's more seductive and more charismatic. So they both give this girl a good impression, but they do it in 2 different ways. But before we even get into that, so I don't have to pause the video as much, let's get into it. So the definition of charm is the power or quality of giving delight or arousing admiration. Charisma, compelling attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. Seductive definition, tempting and attractive, a seductive voice. Now listen, simplest way to understand that, bro. Charm makes people like you. Charisma makes people listen to you. And seduction makes people watch you. So like going backwards, if a girl is seduced, if you're being seductive to her, it's almost like she's like mesmerized. You could say the same thing about charm though. But when I'm speaking more so about a man to a woman. So what I want to say is when she's seduced, it's like your wish is her command, bro. Like you could snap, my nigga, she might roll over, do a flip, a cartwheel. The Dooney Demon is under the spell. You're one-shotter when she's seduced. All by being seductive, as they define it as tempting and attractive. And that's why with seductiveness, in all of these 3 traits, your body language, your tone of voice, how fast you're talking, your eye contact, all make or break these 3 traits. Every person in the world should have these traits or work on them. We're not born charming or charismatic or seductive. We get better at these things. Now, like I said, you could look at yourself as a man and say, all right, which one am I naturally better at? Am I charismatic? Do I just go in a room and I can talk to anybody and have a good time? Am I seductive? Do I have that deep, low tone of voice, that intense eye contact? Am I charming? Do I have a nice in features related to charming? So in my opinion, in the simplest way I could put it, is let's say this person has a nice smile. Let's say this person is just when they're just like jolly, they're very happy. They bring good positive emotion. See, when you look at charm, when you look at charisma and seduction, all of these give a certain positive emotion. But what is it leaning towards? If someone's charming someone, it's not the same as seduction, because seduction will typically lead to more sexual acts or more intimate acts. Hold on, let me get some water, man. I'm spitting right now. Listen, man. Like I said, I saw a comment on my last video. They said, man, Ty ain't break it down, and Ty don't even give the advice no more. Have no fear, TyKwonDoe is here, baby. So let's get to our first example, man. Let's look at Philly, who I said he was more on the seductive and charismatic side. And then we're going to see Jack, where the seduction and the charisma separate from charm, and his charm outshines all his other features as a man.
Oh, Ram, all on my phone. I'm so sorry. Why did you not say I'm all scrolling through the gram? Hi, you okay?
I'm fine, how are
And
you?
you called me gorgeous as well.
Yeah, you're
You
cute.
let me.
Her tone is a bit danger.
What's your name?
Shanette.
So boom, what makes this interaction charismatic? Why is this so important? How this goes? He realized he has the self-awareness to realize that, and everybody can have this. He was pretty much disrespecting her, ignoring her by being on his phone. But when he got up, it's not like he got down and kissed her feet about it. I mean, he apologized more than he needed to, in my opinion. But he addressed the elephant in the room. Oh, my bad. I'm sitting here scrolling through the gram. I ain't mean to do that. Like, listen, like, blah, blah, blah. But he didn't do it in a way that was like, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. He did it in a way that was more so like he played it off. You know, he acknowledged it, but at the same time, slowly downplayed it and made her feel like, oh, it's nothing. You know what I mean? And just realized that that delivery came from what? How loud he got with it. What did he do? He smiled and laughed, made her smile and laugh. These little details y'all gotta peep, which influence the other person. And ultimately, bro, no matter what it is, your charm, your charisma, or your seduction, all of these will be dependent on your ability to control yourself. If you allow your nervousness or your lack of confidence to outshine these three features, you'll never be able to use them. Because guess what? If you can't maintain eye contact, you can't be none of the above. If you can't get your tone of voice correct and like have some power to it, it doesn't have to be deep, but have some power to it, then you'll never get any three of these right. If you can't control how fast you talk when you're talking to someone, you never want to rush your speech. You never want to, oh my God, I'm sorry. Take your time. Show that confidence. Show that control. All of these are dependent over control on oneself. Remember that. So I don't care what you got to do, bro. I don't care if you sit there on a date and you go, you take that deep breath to slow yourself down. That's all these things are going to be important in your body language, your nonverbals, and your verbals, bro.
Her tone is a bit danger.
What's your name?
Shanette.
Shanette.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
Are you not seeing the hips
I like the earrings too, fam.
Feeling like a ball boy today.
My mum's name's Annette, so she called me Shanette.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see it. What country you from?
I'm Jamaican.
Jamaica, yeah. From straight from Kingston, giving it down.
You're dealing with
Yeah.
Where do I look like I'm from?
You look like you're from the Caribbean somewhere. I'm
I
not sure
get that a lot, you know.
What do you speak Spanish?
St. Lucia?
No, I'm Colombian.
You're Colombian?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You know, I always got to drop that one in there.
Yeah, put it every time, bro.
He loves
Every
it, yeah,
time.
he loves it.
I was gonna say, when you walked in, it looked like you had the maddest dump truck.
Oh, are you talking about my bottom?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, okay.
But I gotta ask, like, we're like in a day and age now.
Yeah.
Obviously, surgeons, they
Yeah,
do a great job, innit?
yeah.
Done that, bro. You don't do that.
Of course.
So, is that real or?
You've met Jamaican girls before, right?
Ask if it was a BBL, that's what you asked.
Alright, cool. Let me
Yeah.
be real with you, Shan. What is it you're after at this moment in your life?
All right, boom. Don't get too caught up in the conversation. But let's say you're talking to a girl on the street. You want to approach this girl. You want to call her on the phone or something like that. What can you look right here and see, and then use that to add to your charisma or your seductiveness? Realize when we read the definition of these things, they talked about some sort of compellingness or some sort of attractiveness. What is so attractive about it? It's that when a person has full control of themselves, when they're confident, when they show these features and their qualities, people are attracted to that. Not just attracted in the way of like, she finds you attractive, like you're handsome, she wants to bang you type time. But regular people will become attracted to that. It's like qualities of a good leader, public speaking, stuff like that. So as you're looking at him and you're thinking like, all right, bro, when I FaceTime that girl, when I approach that girl, what do I want to keep in mind? You want to keep in mind being under, I just turned my phone on with the flash by accident. But you want to keep in mind having control over yourself at all times. That pace, slow yourself down, smile, enjoy the conversation. Don't feel the pressure of it. Don't feel like you have to say this or you have to do this. You don't see no pressure and Philly being on his date, even when he felt like he made a mistake in the beginning. Just realize that he's very calm, cool, calm, and collected when he's talking to her. Controls the conversation. Takes gaps when he talks. Talks about what he want to talk about. He asking her questions.
Are we clarting, or like if I take you out, is it just you get me a food?
The thing is, I feel like clarting obviously comes down the line, but I like a man that is, you know, I kind of like an alpha man.
She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants.
She wants someone to
Just dominated.
Let me put it out there then. What can you offer me?
What can you offer me?
26, you get me, careers
Yeah.
established,
Yeah.
retired mumsy, bought the family some yards.
Yeah, flex!
What can you do? Like, what have you got to offer?
First,
The body language, bro. Like this stuff, like all that when he's talking adds to the charisma, the non-verbal stuff. And you know what I'm saying? He's being loose. He's being fluid. You know what I'm saying? He's moving. He's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. Now he could just be sitting there like a straight brick wall. But if he's looking uncomfortable while he's doing it, that's bad body language. But if he's just sitting there looking comfortable, because y'all saw the last video, or 2 videos ago with Castillo on the one-on-one dating show, right? And he was pretty much sitting there like this the whole time. But you could tell he was comfortable. And he would still move his hands like this, turn his head, stuff like that. Stuff people normally do when they're talking. But you need to check your body language. You need to be aware of what you do when you talk. Do you put your hands in your pocket? Does your shoulders shrivel down like this? Do you like stare at the ground? Do you look around? Do you focus on your eye contact? All of these things, guess what? Charm, charisma, seduction. Bottom line, I don't care which of the 3 you're better at. You will be worse at all 3 of them if you can't get those 3, get the body language part under control and realize why it's so important.
first of all, I've got bands. I feel like I'm
People will look at your body language and say so many things about you.
funny. Do you know what I mean? I can match your energy, Phil. Do you understand?
Bills!
You know what I
Bottom
mean?
lip for me though.
It's the bottom lip. You like them?
Oh my
they're
gosh.
actually one of my best features. I feel like your eyes are your best feature.
Do you reckon my
You've
eyes
got
are
nice
meaty?
eyes. And your hair, I'm not gonna lie, the waves
Thank
are
you.
swimming.
Because she's nice, you can't. By about 2 minutes, you'd have violated them.
Yeah.
He does that,
You can't,
you
because them gals are from Jamaica. They'll punch him in his mouth.
I gotta ask as well, what's your real hair like?
Oh, ask them.
See, I would say for him, the way he's representing this, he's more so on the side of charisma than seduction. Why? Why is his charisma stronger than his seduction in this case? Because it all has to do with the intensity of the conversation. If you just sit here and think about their conversation so far, it's almost like they're just having a compliment off. Oh, your eyes, your lips, your bottom, your this, what do you do, where we're going to date. The conversation is very wide. You know what I'm saying? It's touching different things, you know what I'm saying? But remember what I tell y'all in all my videos. Go deep, not wide. You go deep, you make that impact. Because guess what? She could get up there with 5 different guys. And then, oh shit, 1, 2, 3, 4. It said literally 5 of them right here, right? 5 different guys. They all gonna say, what's your name? Where you from? What's your favorite color? Blah, blah, all that stuff. All the wide little details. Guess what? You're not even gonna remember that. Unless that's your girl for a long time and then that you like write that down somewhere, bro, you're probably not gonna remember all them little details. And she probably won't even remember telling you, or there's stuff that you tell her back. But the idea is that when you go deep, you make that connection. And when you want to see how to go deep in a normal conversation with a woman, watch my videos of talking to women. All my conversations, I establish that deep connection. I go into those deep topics fluently, smoothly, every time on different topics too. You see what I'm saying? And they're all tailored to the woman. That's that seduction. That's that seductiveness. That's that intensity, that connection that you establish with that girl that makes her think about you for a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and get to Jack's part, so we can start looking at like charm and stuff like that. And mind you, his seductiveness might have also been there as well. But for Phillies, he was like, he's an entertainer though. That's, you know what I'm saying. He's not even trying to be seductive. But for the fact of this breakdown, let's get into it.
Jackson, you used to be a nice good dude.
Look at him already winking at the camera.
Dude winking at the camera with a bozo.
Oh, look, she's coming in.
Is that the same Ronnie that you wore from last year?
She's coming in.
Hi. Oh,
okay?
you're so tall.
What's your name, sorry?
Shanette. What?
Look, this all goes into the charm. Pushes her chair forward, makes it like that chivalry, that gentlemanness. That adds to the idea of charm, being clean. being well put together, being proper, speaking clearly, speaking fluently, slow, showing confidence, eye contact, gentleness, that politeness adds into that charm.
We don't do handshake. We do cuddles now. Come again. You smell lovely.
You're doing lots right
you
now.
smell quite nice.
Thank you.
What is that?
Oh, you're doing too much though, Jack,
Yeah,
man.
man. He's in a
You
lot.
basically said you're doing lots right now.
It's like a makeup brand, but they have a perfume also.
I'm all for it.
Vanilla.
You said you're
Listen.
Thank you.
Listen. Y'all might have missed the little stuff. He didn't just go, hug her. Yeah, you smell very nice. Yeah, ma'am. You smell very nice. But listen, just know he could say that in different ways, though. What is that smell? You smell real good. That's more seductive. Or the charismatic way. Ooh, you smell real good. What is that? The more charming way, where it's not as excited as a charismatic response would be, or it doesn't have that much energy, or it doesn't have that deepness and that intensity that a seductive answer would have. But that charmingness to it. Look at the charm to it. Like
What is that?
the little smile, the squint. What is that?
Oh, you're doing too much though, Jack.
It's not really on the seductive
you're
side,
doing lots right now.
but it's not
like a
on that
makeup brand,
hyper
but they have a
side.
perfume also.
I'm all for it.
Vanilla, a bit like you.
Look, I'm all for it.
Vanilla.
Do you know what?
Tell me what your preference is because we need to get this out straight
I've
away.
never been with a vanilla man,
I would have got up from there all my life.
but if I was to be attracted to one, you would be up there.
Round of applause, man. Jack, I'll be honest, you are Len Ross.
I think you're very,
Walked himself right into a W, bro.
very handsome.
Yeah.
I think it's you have nice eyes, the beard.
I appreciate that.
You give me like your swag, you know, you give me...
Listen, the eye contact he's giving her right now, he's letting her talk. He's not even trying too hard. See, the thing about charisma is sometimes that charismatic people tend to do a lot of the talking and a lot of the the work in the interaction. Not always, but they tend to have the better social skills. That's what makes them so charismatic, and that makes them stand out over other
The
people.
last 2 dates, they've done nothing but talk about your bunda. Yes, cool, your exterior is brilliant. No one can deny that. You're a beautiful girl.
Thank
Eyebrows,
you, thank
eyelashes,
you.
lips from... Your lips are very kissable.
Sorry.
Oh, she did that. She loves it.
My
What
heart.
makes you, you?
Your heart.
What makes you?
Bro, this is a
Jack
YouTube
Bowler.
show. People want to laugh, and you're making.
Look at it.
I'm clean-hearted, I'm straight to the point, I'll tell you what it is, and...
Right,
Listen, what I say though, what I say in the beginning of the video, charm makes people like you, charisma makes people listen to you, and seduction makes people watch you, puts them under that spell. They're attracted to you. They're like cling to you like a magnet when they're seduced by you. He charmed her. She likes him. She's giving him compliments without even considering if he's going to be an asshole about it. Why? Because she knows he's a gentleman. He's going to say thank you. He's going to make her feel appreciated for making herself vulnerable and limping or being a simp. You know what I'm saying? So that charm, that gentleness, that politeness, that in the masculinity involved in it. You know, we talk about being a nice guy. It's all of the difference between that is kissing her ass.
if I really with you and I really like you, I'll make sure of that you know.
Okay, I like that. Energy.
Oh, she's got that piercing.
Which one?
That piercing, you know, the one that takes a girl from a 10 to like a 4. That one. I don't even clock.
Sus. Then the ball's in your court.
Exactly.
What you do
Ping
with that?
pong.
Look, what you do with that?
He's been playing
What is
air
this?
pump.
I ain't playing click clack and shit, bro.
Air with him.
What boys do is they don't tell you the deal.
You know how,
held
you know
hands for
Jack
like
Farley
5
is a captain.
seconds,
You're
you know.
talking off camera about how you clutch chance.
You want to get married and have babies? Just say
Thank
what
you.
it is.
And I'm trying to find that girl.
What, the client girl or the
No.
married?
Second, I want to find.
You want the married and the baby?
Listen, I'm very much a family-orientated guy. I'm saving my peace.
No,
for my house.
Can't lie for something. It's not right, man. Those got feelings.
So am I the type of person that you would be attracted to
You
or
are
not?
very attractive. I'm standard.
Wow.
You are very attractive.
I know.
The body language, bro, when they're talking, they're doing this, opening up, spreading out to that. Why am I pointing this out? Why am I repeating myself on these points? Because these things are important. If you want to overlook it, just think about what it could be. What's the opposite of this good body language I keep pointing out and I keep pausing the video to do for? Nervousness, quick fidgety movements. What's the opposite of the way they're talking? Excuse me, ma'am. You know, you look really bot-like talking, robotic, monotone, boring, dull, mundane. I can pull out the vocabulary all day, bro. Why is this so important when interacting with a woman? People say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's all of the above sometimes. What you say can bring the substance. How you say it can bring the attraction, that cleanness. Listen, when I'm trying to put all this into the perspective, because when you get all of these right, when you upgrade your charisma, your charm, your seduction, your ability to bring substance to the girl's conversation, your eye contact, you upgrade all these things, you tweak the little details to your game, my boy, you'll damn near be unstoppable, shooting like Steph Curry from the three-point line. It'll be too easy. And you'll be, listen, y'all see how I can go in any conversation I ever had with a woman always went fluently. I never needed no help from any host to carry my conversation. Why? Because I've worked on these things, my charm, my charisma, my seduction. Like I said, every man, and we even get into slickness. Being slick is a whole nother part of a man's game we can get into. There's so many videos I could bring y'all on these topics, but y'all need to realize that it's a time and a place. If you really want to be effective, you need to realize when it's better to be seductive, when it's better to be charismatic, and when it's better to be charming. You can have all three. You could be better at one over the other, and one of them you could suck at. I feel like I suck at my charm. You know why? Because I'm not a guy that compliments women. So that gentleness, that politeness, I might hold the door for her. I might ask her if she ate today, or how her day was. Is she all right? And stuff like that. That's more into that gentleness, that charm. But the compliments, the milady, love, beautiful, those little things that I don't do takes away from my charm. You see? But you need to know where you're weak and where you're strong at, where you're weak at.
I learned so much about you.
In order to get better at it.
All of Jackson's exes have been white John.
Just because the G-Wagon of the bank bunda is wavy, but you as a person,
I appreciate you.
your eyebrows, your lips, I like the little piercing.
What?
Yeah? When you get the piercing?
See, this ain't charm right here. This seductiveness. Why? Why is what makes it more seductive right now than it is charming?
You like the little piercing? You do not like the piercing. Don't lie. Don't lie. Man, them. Is that a piercing that we like?
Listen, don't worry. I want to carry on.
What made it more seductive than charming? I set that question there. Let you think about it for a second. What makes it more seductive than charm or charismaticness? It was more seductive because it was involving features that are intimate. He said something about her lips. He said something about her eyes. He didn't say, oh, you smell good. Someone smelling good is no type of intimate connection. It's just, oh, you smell good. But I like your lips. What does that imply? I want to kiss you. Or your lips look really good. I'm looking at your lips. Why are you looking at my lips? Why are you looking into my eyes so intensely? Eye contact is a dangerous game between a man and a woman that are attracted to each other. And they already know they're attracted to each other. It'd be stuff like that. It'd be them little details, bro. Now, you don't have to overthink this hard. You don't have to think, oh, let me try to be more charismatic. Let me try to be more charming. Let me try to be more seductive. You just need to be aware. Just be more aware.
No, I like this one.
Bye.
Brings her in nice and slow.
It was lovely to meet you.
Holds it.
Bye.
I can't lie to you.
Listen. Listen. One shot the Dooney Demon XP speed run quest, the double XP weekend. What do you want to say about it? Aimbot, red dot sight, extended clip, stock attached, quick draw, all the attachments, bro. What else can I say? Demon time, baby. Dojo to the moon to Saturn, and we leaving the solar system. A limp won't even know we exist, baby.